no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Ernie on the Jets. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
On the ground, it's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern, trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
From the gun, the ground game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. On to running room. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
LSU 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. I saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Durham. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The toss to the outside. Past the first down marker and still running. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball, and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers.
He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, not incompletion. The quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Nussmeier. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard. And you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Here we go. Do the show.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Durham. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Well, LSU right back to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
LSU lining up first and goal.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6.
Come on, set.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier trying to pull his way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage. Fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Using the quick game. Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. On the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Trying to beat the D deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. Two good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Gets away. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a two-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on third. Quick completion on the out. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
But trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for, and makes the fair catch at the 10. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Tight end now in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And this is going to be incomplete on third. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He'll throw on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Peoples. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. The offense changing the play. They'll run the toss. Look out, he's got room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go right back to it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for room. It's up. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Racing down the left side. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
But the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounced through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Peoples. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the run, it's Peoples. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So first down here as they go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Tried to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Mateer. That's reeled in, it's up. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
So the offense will go for it around midfield.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And the Sooners line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Gets open down the middle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. Under fire. Fires it down the seam. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And back to the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Rides the back on the option to give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up.
Unleashes one deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Oklahoma 7.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Sategna. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Snagged on the outside. It's Burks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man! Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The Sooners are flying down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets and, most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Trying to barrel in. Give him 6. Touchdown Sooner. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He is a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Sayin. The short hands, it's Smith.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Final play of the quarter coming. Football with the run. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gives it on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to get the corner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. To the air, it's Batir. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They boot it away on 4th down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fair catch, called for and made. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Here's a throw downfield late. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing. It's late in the game. You're having to throw the football. You're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, a lot of space.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down and shoot. And I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against his defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. And the Buckeyes will have a first down.
How about that fourth down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite